guys, y'all come along and join me today. I'm here in the kitchen and I wanted to show you what I'm going to do and what I'm going to put in my crock pot today, or what I've already put in there. What I have added to the crock pot is some chicken, some little pieces of chicken tenderloin, and I've added salt, pepper, and garlic. And I got these little tenderloin pieces of chicken that, let me bring you over here so you can see. They're boneless and they're skinless. They're about this big. I laid them all across the bottom of the crock pot. They're all in the bottom, single layered. They're about this size. I've added 2 cups of instant rice to the crock pot, along with 2 cups of chicken broth. So that's what the crock pot looks like so far. Now what we're going to do is I've got some fresh broccoli. I've already cut the stems off, but now I'm just going to kind of cut up the flowerets to go in and cut some more stems off. Just going to cut that up. This makes a great chicken, broccoli, rice, cheesy casserole. At the end of the cooking time, we're going to add some Velveeta cheese to the top. I think it's going to be delicious. The chicken will be so soft and tender. We're going to cook it on low for 7 to 8 hours, depending on if our rice is done. You just throw your little pieces of broccoli into the crock pot on top of the rice. Season it the way you want it seasoned. If you want to put some different spices in, just throw some different spices in there. Chicken, rice, chicken broth, little seasoning, and just put your broccoli in. You can use a package of frozen broccoli if that's easier for you. The cheese just gives it such a good flavor on top of the broccoli. And about the ending of the recipe, we'll go back and we'll put the cheese on the top and let it melt for about 30 to 35 minutes on top of this broccoli. It's gonna be so good. I love recipes like this in January when it's so cold and you're thinking, what can we fix? What can I cook for dinner? What can I, take to a neighbor or something, or a friend? All right, let me bring you over here. Got the broccoli in. Like I say, it's a very easy thing. Come on over here. Look back in here now, my crock pot. See my chicken, see my rice. Got my broccoli on top. It's already got the seasoning in there. So now the next thing we're going to do, we're going to make sure we've got it plugged up. You know how I am. I've got my setting on low. I'm going to put my lid on. And I'm going to leave this for approximately 6 to 7 hours, depending on how my chicken is doing and how my rice is doing. Don't forget to add your chicken broth. I'll have everything listed down in the description box. When it gets done, when I get the cheese melted on top of it, I'll bring you back. Now, I do want to show you one more thing about this recipe. I put the chicken broth in, but I'm going to reach over here. You can put a can of cream of chicken soup in here, or cream of mushroom, if you want to do it that way. I'm going to wait till I get ready to put my cheese on, and I'm going to see how much broth that I had in those little chicken fillets. Probably wasn't much fat on there. And then I'll determine and I'll show you if I'm going to add the cream of chicken or just go with the chicken broth. All right, guys, let's let this cook. I'll bring you back and I'll show you the finished product of our cheesy chicken broccoli casserole that we're making tonight for tonight's dinner here in Tennessee. Our temperatures have been so cold today. I think when I woke up this morning at 6:30, our temperature was 6 degrees. And what are your temperatures? Are you having cold weather? I mean, it's just really, I've got on 2 shirts. I'm so cold. And it finally, I think, got up to 21 degrees a while ago. Our sun is out, thank goodness. But it hasn't warmed us up hardly any at all here in Tennessee. Now, you can cut this recipe down. Now, I've got the whole bottom of my crock pot covered in chicken because I may take some of this to a neighbor friend of mine. And I did do 2 cups of rice. But of course, you know, you can cut that down. It's a wonderful meal to put in here if you're going to go somewhere or you've got errands to run. You can put this in and just let it, or if you got to go to work, put it in the morning and then go to work. All right, I'll bring you back when it's done. Okay, guys, I'm finishing up our wonderful chicken, rice, broccoli meal. Now, what I'm going to add now is I have grated up some pieces of Velveeta cheese, and I'm going to be adding these to the top of the rice and the broccoli. I did stir it up a little bit. I'm going to be adding, you don't have to add the cheese if you don't want to. I just want the extra protein from the cheese. I grated my own cheese just because I like to do that. You can buy grated cheese in a bag, sprinkle it across the top. And the next thing that I will be adding to the crock pot, easy and simple, while you go off and do 100 other things, is, you don't have to add this either. I'm going to add to this a sleeve of Ritz crackers that I'm going to crush in the wrapper. Just going to crush it in the wrapper. This is going to be so good tonight for dinner because it's cold, like I told you. It's a cold winter day, and this is going to be delicious. Let me just snip the end of this since I've got everything crushed. And let's sprinkle this across the top of the crock pot. Now that I've got that on, I've also got a half of a stick of butter. I am going to stop putting stuff in, believe me. So now what I'm going to do is just cut this into slices, drop it on top of my Ritz crackers. And I'll bring you over here and let you peek in here and see what we're looking like. Just put a little bit of that butter on top of your Ritz. Doesn't matter how you do it, just, you know, just cut it up, drop it on there. Then we'll put our lid back on for a few more minutes just to let our cheese and our butter melt and our crackers kind of get a little bit of that butter taste. There we go. And I'm going to bring you over here. I want you to look in the crock pot. So come on over here. Come on over here with me. Let's look in the crock pot. You see what I've done? You see my broccoli, my chicken's on the bottom. You see my Ritz crackers. Well, you can barely see the cheese. Right there is some cheese right down in here. But the cheese is underneath the Ritz crackers. I put 1 sleeve of Ritz and half a stick of butter in here. I've got the crock pot still on. I'm going to put my lid back on. And while my lid is on for another, I'm going to have it on for another 30 minutes to melt the cheese and to melt the butter and let the crackers get all that good butter taste and butter flavor in here. And so after that, let me set you back down. After that, guys, I will bring you back. I'll let you see what our meal looks like. And I'm hoping that it's going to be a good meal on such a cold winter evening. So I'll bring you back in just a little bit after this melts. Okay, guys, let's see our finished product. Oh, I wish you could smell it. You see our butter? Oh, it smells so good. Our butter has melted. You see how my crock pot has cooked it? Oh, it smells amazing. Let me get a plate out of the cabinet and let's take some out. All right, let's go right over here. It looks so delicious. Doesn't it look good? I want to get down here and I want some broccoli. I want some rice. Oh my goodness, doesn't it look good? And I want to find the chicken. Let's find a piece of chicken. Here's a piece, I think, right here. Oh, it looks so delicious. It's almost breaded with the crumbs. Doesn't that chicken look so... Oh gosh, guys, I really wish you could smell it. Here's my plate down here, and here's what I'm gonna have: the rice, the broccoli, and the chicken. Golly, I tell you, the cheese, I think I'm gonna get just another little piece of broccoli. I'm really hungry tonight. And the smell of it, I don't know who needs to do it, but somebody needs to invent smell-o-vision, because gosh, is this smelling incredible in this crock pot. Guys, thanks for joining me on the cheesy broccoli chicken casserole dish. I'm so glad that you came by. All the instructions will be in the description box. It was so easy to do. It's so delicious. It smells wonderful. Please make this for your family. It's a good, warm, hot, nourishing meal. I sure do appreciate you, and thank you for liking my channel. Thank you to every one of you who have subscribed to the channel. Leave me a comment what you'd like for me to cook or what you have trouble cooking, and maybe we can cook it together and see what's going on. So just leave me some good ideas in the comment. I love you guys so much, and thanks again for coming to Tennessee and dropping in. And let me know where you're from. Let me know where you live, and just let me know something about you. I'm so interested in you guys. I love y'all, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. I wanted to show you my little garden that I have put in my kitchen windowsill. I've got some amaryllis. It's just got a bulb. I could put the bulb and some seashells in a little container with water. And it's got a beautiful bulb that's opened up, and the flower's getting ready to open. I have some paper whites here, and they're starting to open too. This little garden is just so exciting to me. There's one that's fixing to come open too. These paper whites are also in just a little container with a little water. You can see all the roots. Just there they are, just getting ready to open up. I'll tell you, I'm so excited about it. And on the other side of my sink, over here, you know, I have this one that's got the little fish in it. My little shell that looks like a fish. And look down in there. Water and 4 bulbs. And let's come up here and look at them. I've got one right here that's about to open, and one way up here at the top that's about to open too. Here is the star of the show, this amaryllis right here. Isn't this a beauty? Oh my goodness, this thing is so beautiful. I'm trying to get you a good shot of, my lighting is not the greatest right here. This is such fun to grow these bulbs. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 flowers inside this container right here. And isn't it a beauty?